Hi everyone, this is a recap of an anime My Girlfriend Can't Be This Cute. The anime begins with a boy rushing to school. His mother sees him off, his father also sees him off. He sits down, puts on his slippers, and calmly walks out of the house. But it wasn't 5 minutes before he stumbled and almost died. A car almost ran him over, he fell into a ditch near the construction site. In short, the dude is having a rough time. Said goodbye to my grandma on her way and almost missed school. Rushed like crazy, but on the way, there was that same sweet girl waiting for him. Cute girl, Bunny. And as he walked, they had a fight, during which he was almost hit by a car for the second time, but the girl pulls the boy back in time. And he says, buddy, don't take risks like that with yourself, be more careful. When they did this, when they approached the school, they saw the class schedule for students. In class, they tried to find each other and ended up in different ones. But the girl seemed happy that it made us friends. Well, what's up? Soon the singer stood up, introduced himself, loaded up on courage, almost got caught, hit with a bottle on the head. The main girl protected him, and off they went to play bowling, rolling their balls, so to speak. The girls were immediately like, how do you meet up and then go for more rides? The little one plays hard. Our main character can't play at all, but the girl is simply a waking striker. She won everyone. That's quite the love pair they make, man. He has always almost died, and she has always fiercely saved him. Then there was Arch. Rice culture. What an outfit our girl has. Beautiful bunnies. They are looking at how rice culture is at such and such time. Well, okay, let's go play some serious soccer. But our main guy is just not lucky. Soccer's definitely not his thing. He's bound to trip. There seems to be some trouble with him. The girl tried to cast luck on him, but the magic didn't work. He trips again, falls again, and catches the ball with his head. Poor guy, just a string of bad luck. In the end, he ended up in the ER. The girl had to cool him down with water so the bump wouldn't swell, and he tells her that basically he's never really seen luck in his life. She says, oh, you poor thing, let me warm you up. And then she realized she had caused a mess again, decided to get up and leave him. I was just in shock myself. That really rooted me. And at that time, she had a volleyball competition. She figured something out while our hero defender supporter wasn't there. But when he arrived, she pulled her hair back and laid into everyone fiercely. And she was just thrilled with how wonderful it was. The guy stood up, supported, and he just told her, you're a beauty. And everyone's happy about their love. But the dude, as always, backs off and almost dies on the stairs. Thankfully, love always protects him, gave him more tickets, kind of hinting that he should invite her to the movies. He glanced at her and asked her to go to the movies. Movies, now that's a genius, that's a romantic. Wakes up in the morning and remembers how last time they went for a walk and a heavy rain started, so for the date, he passes a lisette. He packed a survival kit as if he was heading into the wild, while the girl went all out. A clean little bunny girl came along, initially met her at the fish store. To the store, bye-bye. He dreamed of how cool their date would be, and she was delighted with his emotions. Their enthusiasm was high, but truth be told, when they got to the cinema, it was anything but cute, just scary zombies, a kid chasing a balloon, and our main guy nearly had a heart attack. He had it. Fortunately, the girl was able to keep up. When they went to eat in the bushes, the guy had no money for food. What a pity. So they went to his place and she nearly killed him with just a spoon at that moment. Eagle met with the mother, had a woman-to-woman chat, and talked man-to-man with the dad, sparred in a game. In autumn, her family welcomed her warmly. The next day was hot. In the morning, she even shared some water with our main guy when they went shopping for the beach. And at that moment, the dude caught sight of a certain swimsuit. So, Eva spending something? So you need to buy something similar. But school keeps you on your toes, got to play basketball and totally crush everyone. Otherwise, how will the plot advance? At that moment, our guy calls her at night and says, look at that star. She asks, where? He says nowhere. She's like, I have a pillar in the sky, halfway to the sky, I don't see anything. He says, oh, what a pity. Such a beautiful sky. So what, I was just looking at the sky. She was silent like you're an idiot. Don't disturb my sleep. And then she went to sleep indeed, while comets were flying back and forth. And they made it to that very raft, fresh air. The dude started cooking and he cooks awesomely and grill and everything. and everything. He made it all. And what the girl made, of course, was inedible. But the guy endured as best he could until he almost gave up. A cat. Then he decided not to pretend after all. The guy with a broom on his head was quite happy with everything. Not at this time. The girls changed and started getting ready just to swim. But then one little mishap, the current carried it away. Our protagonist, just like a super rescuer, jumped to save her. Space. He got her out for a day. Basically, a beauty was about to get out himself and sprained his ankle. We forgot he's a super loser, so his girlfriend had to save him. She dashed immediately after him, jumped, pulled out of the water, says, "Really, Vashok? What are you doing, Vashan? How are you even? Well, be more careful. To be, after all, it's you. Well, life. Well, you only have one, you see." Anyway, the guys got so worn out that they fell asleep right on the train. And the next day, he even managed to get sick, apparently caught a cold in that water, and the girl also started to get ready, putting on the fancy dress, Mrs. Swimbutter. In general, she went on a date with her wonderful, doesn't get the shoot presentation pressure at that festival. Dude shot from a gun, of course. He hit on the 25th try, but still made it into a beautiful game for his girl, the wolf. Only she rubbed her poor areas. Tiny feet against those stinky. So he remembered his father's words, "Take carry." So he took and tried to carry his girl right into... Well, she said, "Buddy, I weigh 700 kilograms. What on earth were you thinking?" He says, "It's a mix-up. I'm a rock and I'm a machine." Took it in my hands and just went up the stairs here without a girl. Then up the stairs I'll try. Get up. And he got up with her. Well, he's a hero, plus they looked at something beautiful. On air with Furka. There you go. In short, the dude definitely deserved a kiss. And then he went back with her, but he slipped in unlucky spots and almost died. He leaked here, it seems. That's how it is. Apparently, he wasn't just giving him those tips for no reason. He had a backup plan with his mom, who was 5 meters away, also watching the fireworks. Basically, the whole family was cheeky. Then there was some very cringy festival at school where everyone dressed up as dogs. Our guy was passing out juices to everyone, and the girls were hitting on him, which actually his girl was jealous of. Well, she told him, "You bro, don't eat like that anymore." The main character, of course, doesn't listen, and then in the library some lady starts hitting on him. Basically, wow. Jack's morning pancakes. Bye guys, bye-bye. Then she asks him, "What did you find in this red head on?" He says, "She's totally the boom. The bomb. Cool, nice." And this one says, "I'm the bomb too. Cool, nice, totally awesome." Looked at her and, well, nothing special. You didn't answer why the girls gathered to look at some numbers on the wall, and our main heroine didn't like the numbers at all. She frowned like this. Well, when she saw her guy, everyone else always was happy to see him, and in his hands he had a little blue heart room. Basically, they went into some kind of scary scare, and we all come out scared. Whom I asked to start dating him, although they were always dating anyway. Just a clown, really. They raised their game on that stage, but had to sort out some issues with that blue-haired girl. The redhead told her so. Basically, "Stay away from my boyfriend," and she said she would. And the dude decided to give her chocolate for Valentine's Day. Overall, an unbelievable combo. Just wow. Sat down for a chat about the meaning of life and got ready for the sports competition. Can't have an anime without it. All the fluffy and puffy ones barely moved. Need to prepare thoroughly. If their class loses, it'll be a shame, like being an anime fan and losing. So on the next day at the competition, their training wasn't in vain. Yes, the boys ran like crazy and the girls almost. We were almost dying, but we still got up. The girls kept running, cheering for the boys as best they could, and in the relay, the little one won by simply making a 3-pointer. Something's hole in one, and she won the first competition. But in the second one, you had to run very hard around the circle, passing a long banana to the next person. The girls were, of course, on a roll. They run like it's no big deal. Only one might, kind of ruin it, trip up, and our main guy too all the time. Not the luckiest character in this anime. In general, they really messed up the painting. The chainsaw was like it was out of control. And this hedgehog with pigs on its head too. No matter what, at least this anime has plenty of good characters. And they took first place in the race, but not at competitions. But who cares now? As for our main character, he is walking down the street and nearly dies because of a passing cyclist. Of course, the poor guy, luck just left him. And he remembers that in principle, he never really had it good in life. Everyone he hung out with almost perished from some random circumstances, much like his parents. By the time our girl meets her brother, who has been bothered by some girls and tries to save him. Even though she was quite the tomboy all her childhood, taking karate lessons. The hair was short. But upon seeing our bunny boy, she bloomed, grew her hair out, started dressing simply like, and then that's the New Year's episode. Can't do without it after all. New Year's comes once a year, our couple gathers again, he waits for her patiently, she dresses up as some gentleman. They go, as always, to some terrifying adventure from which it's simply impossible to escape, but this time they've already gotten used to overcoming such obstacles. In general, it was beautiful and most importantly memorable for this lovely couple. They ran here, they ran there, and he even invited her to a restaurant, and this time money was well. He's good at this anime recap.